So take two. I'm like, seriously? Trying to do the week. I was going to do like a weekly, like for the week kind of energy forecast. And then my phone just kept putting it on pause, and I'm like, I'm not even doing anything. And then I get this message of like, change your deck. Okay, so now we're going with the Earth Warriors Oracle. So a little bit more earthy, but I was told change your deck. It's kind of like being regañado, kind of like being redirected by your parent in the morning, like you're on your way to school and you have your half top or crop top on instead of a full t-shirt or a full blouse, and your mother like stops you and does this thing, like, come back in here. You need to change that shirt, young lady. And that was kind of the way that I felt, was like, you need to change that deck, young lady. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So anyway, I got the Earth Warrior deck, and that means that I gotta like go through the process of like smoke cleansing it, but that's okay. Before I get too carried away into that deck, I will go ahead and there we go. Go ahead and do a cleansing on it. And because we're like coming into this brand new again, because that other one like just, it was weird, it just like stopped. So I figured, well, we need to take two and like do this again. But this is our weekend energy forecast. So we're going to start with that. See if there's anything else that they want to add on to it. Okay, and I'm getting that negative, and there's nothing else to add on to it. And I'm like, okay, oh my God. It's like almost being pushed out the door, right? Okay, so let's see. Let me count my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 cards. Let's start with the first card. And, okay. I like it. It's off to a good start. Let's take a look at the first card. And that first card here is Aloha Ke Akawa. And this is about blessings of a supreme being. So I'm like, a good start to the weekend. Very, very strong. Something that kind of keeps coming to my mind here are these right over in here. And it's, I don't know, I keep getting a feeling of balance. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what am I feeling? What am I getting off of this? And I'm like, it's a good start to the weekend. A lot of balance, things going in your direction, going in your way. I won't use the word tranquility, but I feel like there is a little bit of tranquility to it. Now, the obstacle that comes in is this next card, and, yeah, okay, so we're starting out kosher and cool, we're feeling great, and what happens? Anything that can go wrong, will go wrong, did go wrong, is going to be trying to be an obstacle or a challenge on your path. So, Murphy, it's a weekend, and the phrase Murphy's Law, I love Murphy's Law. If anything could go wrong, it will go wrong. Well, this is a Murphy's Law kind of weekend. Even though you're feeling chill and tranquil, there is some shish that is trying to brew. And this came up in the previous reading I was trying to do that the deck said no. But again, there was something, somebody, somewhere, something is trying to put a cramp in your style, rain on your parade, and that's what that card right there is talking about. But guess what? Chance favors a prepared mind, and you already know about it happening. You already knew that it was going to be there. And like you're talking, you look at this and you're seeing that lunar cycle or the moon cycles, And the message that I'm super getting in here again is chance favors a prepared mind. You already have everything taken care of. Your plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, all your bases are covered. So right now you are super, super, super strong in that energy. No matter what tries to come into your path, you are going to have a great upper hand. A great upper hand. I like that energy because we already know there's this yucky potential coming in, and you are already there on track knowing exactly what you're going to do. And how does this all result? How does this all come through? Well, first and foremost, you come out looking like a really, and I'm laughing at over here, you look like you knew how to handle this from the get-go, even if it was the very first time you've ever been involved or in the middle of something like this. You handle it like a pro. In fact, you handle it so much like a pro that everybody thinks that you are really well versed in it, and that maybe you should consider thinking about this as a side hustle or a side gig. And that's really kind of cool because it's, I believe that we are all volumes of knowledge, that sometimes we just need something to trigger that knowledge to start to flow. Now, in this particular reading, it's a 5-card reading for whatever reason. That was what it spewed out to me here. And we're coming up to the last card. And the last card, when I kind of took a little quick glance to it, I almost, caught my breath there. I was like, what the heck? All right, so here's this last card. And it's the, the Anka card. And this card is kind of like depicts a lot about being very connected and fellowship connections in through there. But when I'm looking at it upside down, I'm gonna say it like this. So you know how I said you start your weekend out really tranquil and things seem really fun and kosher and like we're all having a great time, and then all of a sudden there's this wild hair event that occurs, and things aren't so kosher and things aren't so great, and they really are. It's more about trying to pot stir and create issue when there's really not an issue there. What is the end result of all of this is that there's a loss of relationship, or a loss, I'm going to say like a loss of friendship, loss of respect that occurs with this. Let's go back and look at this picture just one more time. So we see here this Anka. This is in reference to being, a part of kinship, being a part of a community, being a part of a group, being part of a family, being connected. And this is showing a disconnection through there. Especially when I start looking at it with this other these other cards, the Sage of Higher Knowledge. Remember I said you come out, looking like the smart one because you were the smart one, because things came naturally. This is about you being prepared and you're ready. And then if we were looking at the first two, this is about, we're looking at this Aloha Akua, and in that it's like being really super blessed, really super balanced. And then that card right there is the person, place, or thing, just whatever's trying to make, life a little miserable, or people feel uncomfortable, or pick a fight, whatever, bring in those negative vibrations. You know what? They're not going to pull you down. You're going to look really great because you already knew, because of this reading. You already knew what was going to be happening. You knew what people were thinking about, so you're already prepared. Chance does favor that prepared mind, and this is really comes to the front in play. I almost said foreplay, but comes to the front in play and becomes very, very noticeable. So I hope you enjoyed the weekend energy forecast. Do me a great big favor. Love my video. Comment where you're watching from or something cool. Say hello. And don't forget to share with other people so that they can have their mind prepared. Because chance always favors a prepared mind. I got somebody at the door. So peace, love, and harmony. I'll see you soon.